All right. All right, all right, all right. I want to welcome y'all back again. I hope y'all having a fabulous week because I know it's been a long week for us. But I want to welcome you back again to Girlfriends Chit Chat Show. Y'all know how we do it. We come in and we talk about everything business and life, but we do one thing. We chat it up like women always do. And we got a new girlfriend in the room tonight, Miss Taurea Vision Avant. Yeah, I gotta say vision, y'all. She got that vision up in there, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all don't know her, you about to know her tonight. Believe that. So I want to, with no further ado, I want to introduce myself to you. My name is Amira Bay. I'm the host of Girlfriends Chit Chat, as well as my co-host, Miss Shauna Price of the Connection Guru, and Miss Leslie Thomas of She Network. We are happy to have you all with us this evening, and we are excited. Y'all, let's go on and dive in tonight. I want to just kind of give y'all a couple of nuggets about Miss Avant tonight. She is a computer science graduate from Hampton University. She is an author of more than 15 books, y'all. The latest is Don't Go Broke Trying to Be a Business Owner. Y'all know what we're talking about when we do that one, y'all. She has been featured on ABC, Fox, CBS, and many, many more. And in 2009, she founded Show Your Success, where she has helped more than 5,000 plus speakers, coaches, and network marketers to write books to grow their business. She is also the founder of the nonprofit Urban CEO Network, whose mission is to help empower and educate men and women from the urban community in a non-intimidating way. So with no further ado, let's welcome Miss Lady to the stage. Come on in, girl. Tell everybody about you, what you got going on, because we are excited and our ears are open.
Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for having me here. I'm ready to chit chat and all of that. Okay, so super excited to be here on this wonderful, beautiful Friday. I'm just grateful to just be here for another day breathing. Because none of these days are promised, and so I mean, what you want to talk about? What you want to do? What we doing? What we doing?
Hey, we're doing whatever you want to do tonight, because I mean, you got so much going on. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I wanted to be. I know you got your mastermind tomorrow, and I wanted to be a part of that. But got so much going on. But I'm gonna catch it next go round. So tell
Exactly.
everybody
Yeah.
it's closed. It's shut down, y'all. You can't get in.
Not at
You're
all.
gonna close the door.
Doors locked.
So tell everybody about
The doors
your
are locked. It's
mastermind.
sold out. We sold out. We sold out.
I
Absolutely.
was hoping we could slide in,
You
but
know,
I might be able to work something out for you. I don't know. We'll see. But for everybody else, it is sold out. But we're gonna do another one next month. We sell out
okay.
of them pretty fast, and so yeah, this event that I'm doing tomorrow. It's not necessarily where you're gonna walk away with a done book. That wouldn't be
Okay.
realistic. But the goal
Right.
is to really identify like the journey of how you want your book to go. So if you've already have a book out, we talk about your 90-day game plan. But if you don't have a book out, we also help to identify like preparing the book. I love the old saying that those that fail to plan to fail. And the reason why 80% of most authors don't make no money, the most money they ever make is when they launch the book. The reason why is because they never properly plan their books out. So that's what the mastermind is all about. So it's for authors as well as future authors. So I'm super excited about that. And yeah, man, that's tomorrow. And I got a public speaking mastermind on Saturday. I saw that you guys had Dr. Cheryl Wood on the show as well. And she's actually, I've partnered with her. She's not going to be on this Sunday, but I am going to be offering individuals that actually attend on Sunday the public speaking, which is free for 100 people. The individuals who actually attend that, I'm going to be extending an opportunity for you guys to have a private opportunity training. It's going to be a full day training with myself as well as Dr. Cheryl Wood. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up. Yeah, 2021 gonna be popping 10. Popping 10, okay? Yeah. And shout out to everybody. I see we got some people joining us live, so I want to shout y'all out. Hey,
just excited because I'm gonna tell you something. I've been watching you for a long time, and one thing I love about who you are as a person is you just real. I mean, you as real as it come because every time y'all don't understand. I've been y'all this week has been off the hook in her world, y'all. The girl been doing it this week. See, she laughed because she know it's true. But y'all, you know how we connect with so many entrepreneurs, so many women in business, and we really don't know them. You know how we always tap into your business. God. I can Google you. I can see everything that you do. But a lot of times I just want to connect with you and figure out, you know, what is she about? What is she doing in the community? And then with your organizations, tell everybody a little bit about Urban CEO.
So, okay. So let me just tell y'all something. And I appreciate you for appreciating my realness. Okay. So many coaches I feel like are afraid to show that side of them. But the real deal is y'all don't really be acting like y'all be posting on social media because I seen y'all in real life.
Ooh, no,
listen, it's a turnoff to me personally if I meet someone in person and they're totally different, or you can kind of tell like you got to put on, and it's just too much energy to do all of that. Like just be yourself. Like who cares? So Urban CEO Network. What happened was, I didn't start it's a nonprofit. I actually didn't start it until I already had produced more than 6 figures in a year in sales in my for-profit business. So that's a little tip to everybody, because I know as women, we like to try to go save the world, but we ain't saved ourselves yet. So you got to save yourself first before you can save anybody else, right? Yeah. So I knew that it was definitely time to do a nonprofit, and my coach actually called me up. His name is Taurea Avant. He is the founder of Black CEO. He was like, you need to start a movement. That's how he talked. You need to start a movement.
Did you feel that movement drive when he said that? You just looked at him like, what?
Right. Well, I felt it, but it's like, you know, when you make a decision that you're going to let somebody coach you, it's not even if I felt it or I don't even know if I just listened to my coach.
Okay.
Coach told me to do it, so I did it in 24 hours. And he was like, and you need to call it this, Urban CEO. I was like, but what about if, no, just do it. Just do it. And so I was like, all right. So in 24 hours, I don't question my coach.
No.
I came up with the website, we didn't really know what we were going to be doing. And then as I continued to grow it, we came up with the acronym, and Urban stands for unapologetic, real, bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. I feel like, for me, I wanted to think about myself and my journey to, earning over 6 figures as a entrepreneur. I've done it in network marketing. I've now done it in coaching. And now we're looking to go to over 7 figures in a 12-month time span, right? So I think about myself. And so what were some of the challenges that I had? And this is what I wanted to bring to the urban community. One being that I never was really in corporate America, right? I did corporate America 1 year, even though I went to Hampton. Shout out to my HBCUs. I was always an entrepreneur at heart. Yeah, I would quit jobs quick. Like I remember one time I quit this job because I was trying to find a park. I couldn't find it, and I hated working there. And I was like, well, God must be telling me.
That's right.
I had to quit jobs for any reason. So, anywho, I didn't really have the lingo of corporate America, right? And when I would start going to these different events that were all about expanding and growing your business, the vernacular that they used was corporate America vernacular. And I used to be like, I don't know what they talking about. what is a SOP or all these acronyms? And I'm like, bro, it would be like right over my head. So because it was confusing to me and everybody else seemed like they knew what was going on, I was like, well, let me just not say nothing. I'm just mind my business. And I would go out here and bootstrap. And then I found out that as a Black woman, I could have got money from the government. I could have been sponsored. I could have been getting all type of stuff if I just would have understood what was available to me. But because when I would go to these places, it would be so confusing, which many of us do, I just wouldn't do it. So I said, you know what? We need to be that bridge, because I'm not the only one that goes into these meetings and be sitting there like, oh, this is great information, and don't know what the hell they talking about.
That's right.
And so I want, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to create that kind of an organization. I mean, to the point where we even do events with Urban CEO where we don't care about what you wear. And I know everybody, we always talk about you got to dress to impress. But the truth is, when you come from the urban community, sometimes you ain't got nothing.
Thank you.
Your dress up is a button-up shirt that's it. and
Yeah.
some jeans.
Right.
And so we want to, you know how they say, well, we're trying to help the unchurched get churched. Well, we want to help
Yeah.
the unconferenced get conferenced. Okay.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
that's
Right.
what Urban CEO Network is all about. I see we got some ambassadors watching and stuff like that, and so I'm really passionate about that. It is very time consuming, and it has cost a lot of money. I just want y'all to understand. The first year we really self funded a whole lot, so I'm so grateful to our ambassadors and things like that. But yeah, man. So listen, ladies, y'all want to help contribute? We need all type of experts help that are willing to keep it at the level where we can understand. So that's what we do with the nonprofit.
And I think that's great because that's what people, you show up as yourself.
Yeah.
I trip off the fact when Shauna always say, what you always say, Shauna, your true self need to show up.
All the time.
Because all the time we got we got the fake person showing up versus the real one showing up.
No, we
You
are.
know,
You see
why
my facial expression? That's how I feel about that. Like, don't nobody want to meet your representative. I don't have time to break apart who the heck you are. Like, bruh, just show up. And I like the fact that you said bruh, because that hit me in my heart. Because I don't say sis,
right
all
here.
I know is bruh. Right? but like people really respect the fact when they get to meet you as a person. Right? Like, you don't have to sugarcoat it, just show up.
Right.
I don't want to meet anybody else.
Right.
So like when I've networked in the past, people, they say the same thing all the time, because when I walk in the room, I'm the same Shauna I was the last time you saw me, and any other time you're gonna see me. Be yourself.
Right.
People appreciate that. Like, that's one thing that it gets under my skin.
Oh,
I'm gonna cry about it.
But that's the fake and phoniness of it. That's why I tell people all the time, stop being fake and phony and be true to
I don't do
yourself.
phony.
Yeah,
Be true.
And I'm always like, wouldn't you rather know up front if somebody like you or they don't? Like, don't in between me.
Come on now.
Because I know it's a lot of people who do not like me. I'm just gonna be transparent.
It's okay though.
God ain't called me to call everybody, okay?
Thank you.
But I'd rather know up front and not have to portray something to make you like me. I'm not doing all of that.
Ooh, too
like
much
me the
energy.
way I am, or you don't. And it's cool if you don't. You ain't my people. And I'm not gonna trip off of that. But I don't never want to have to. The worst position is to question someone. I hate when you're not really sure. Nah. Let me just be myself. And you make a decision, because I'm telling y'all, I do got a lot of people, they can't take all of me. Yeah, and that's okay. I'm not for everyone, and that's not, you're not supposed to try to be for everyone, because when you do that, that's what leaves you stressed out. That's why these people be out here trying to appease to everybody, and y'all here losing your hair, and you know that's why I got all these grays now, child, out here trying to make everybody like me. I got over that. I'm over that.
You got to be over that in order to, because it's about you. It's like, look, this is my season. I'm trying to do me. You do you. Hey, and everybody ain't your client. Everybody ain't your customer. So it's like this. Either you accept me for who I am, and that's what it is, but I'm not going to change. I'm not going to alter. I'm not going to tweak. That's just what it is.
Nope.
But people like authenticity, though. I mean, I go in with all the flair. That's why I mentioned today, you really essentially got to be your own hype person, because especially, I'm a HBCU alum as well. SU baby. But
is that Southern?
Southern University, baby.
Child, we tore y'all up one year when I used to go to band. So our band tore y'all up. Yeah, now y'all got the killer band, and y'all got us the first time, but we came back and
see,
knocked it down.
See, she ready to get it.
We were doing good up on here. We were doing good.
Y'all school until she talked about y'all school.
Man, let me tell you something. Southern killed us. This boy got on the mic talking about reasons. The reason. We was like, this is a band.
She gonna bust the note on that.
Killed us. Southern is a bad band. Southern is a bad band.
Because that's how we come and we bring it. But interestingly, that you said that is that, what's interesting, I find a lot of, people, and shout out to Trevor Otts, because I followed him for quite some time. I know he's an absolute beast. So, I mean, shout out to you, Mr. Otts. I just want you to know I'm shouting you out. But anyway, though, a lot of women are, let's say, wanting to walk in that path. And you are right. Authenticity is everything. I'd much rather know than not know. But a lot of women come to the table. And I think even in our community, what we haven't done a good job of is sharing the wealth and sharing what we know. Having come from a school, Southern University used to have this thing every Wednesday. We had to pop out. We had to dress up on that Wednesday, because they said, hey, look, you guys are going to leave here. You got to know how to be able to present yourself. Life is just not looking at people who look like you. You have to be able to function. I think the problem is a lot of Black people left from that situation during that time when I was there, and they felt like I had to incorporate myself into white America and I had to become that. Now they have the knowledge, but they ain't sharing it. What do you say about, because you're sharing the wealth, obviously you have books, you have all that. What do you say to that little climate of people that ain't sharing the wealth? What do you think about that?
Let them go. We gotta start. We can't try to convince
It's
the
selfish.
inconvincible. At the end of the day, they got what is called a lack mentality.
Yeah.
And if you really serve a God that we all say we serve, you know that he is no respecter of one. And he believes, he believes in giving us abundance.
Yes.
So with that said, you have to be an example. So for example, I'm in the book world, right? And I've had on several occasions, people think that, because I was talking to a girlfriend the other day, and she was like, one of her clients that helps people write books, I blocked him. I don't know why I blocked him. My block finger is quick. Like, somebody send me too many messages that's crazy, like, I block you, like, because I've been getting a whole lot of weirdos in my DMs, right? So I don't know why I blocked the man, but she was like, well, you must have blocked him because he do publishing. I was like, heck no, I don't ever block anybody who does what I do, because I actually refer out a lot of business to other people who write books. I don't believe that I can serve every single person in this world. There's billions of people. God didn't call me to serve billions. And even when I say I want to impact the lives of 10 million, do y'all think I'm going to help 10 million people write a book directly?
Right.
Who got that kind of time?
No.
Where? Only way that can happen is in abundance. And so when I pay attention to a lot of these Fortune 500 companies and these major corporations that are run by all these other nationalities, what is one thing they have in common? They know how to work together.
They sure do.
Oh, Jim sell cars. We been talking about all these different cars. It's all made by the same company. Yeah. Somebody was like, well, the new Corvette looks like the Acura something. It's probably made by the same goddamn company.
That's right.
But they like, it's called working together. And they both selling. Ain't they both selling?
But because for years, people didn't even know. I'm gonna break y'all. For years, when I was in retail industry for years, people didn't know the doggone Michael Kors watch was made in the doggone fossil factory.
Yeah, come on. Now you pulling out some real nuggets now.
Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I tell people you don't know. See, you don't know. You up here walking around thinking you wearing this, and it's a whole nother company producing it.
Right.
But
I ain't gonna reinvent the wheel. Can I just get my stuff produced with you? I ain't worried about companies because they still gonna buy my stuff.
Yeah.
And so we thinking like, let me not share it, because if I share it, and then I'm gonna lose my clients. First of all, nobody, you don't own nobody.
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 Thank you.
How you dare put that on you, saying like, these my people? They're not your people. You need to understand that. And also another thing, I always say, sometimes you're not meant to be the coach to that person. You're meant to be the connector. If I can connect you to someone else, and you say, Taurea hooked me up with this person here, and now my business is through the roof, I can still use that as a testimony. But we don't think like that. We think like, I just lost out on money. No, you did not lose out on money. You just gained a testimonial.
Right.
Bro, let's go back. Yeah. Say that with your chest. Say it all with your chest over again. Because Stevie Mills in the comments like, connect, collaborate, change, and cash out.
Listen, Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills is one. For example, she
be on here too.
She is elevated to so many different levels, like, transformed. And for example, one time Stevie was teaching people, she still does it in her program, but it's not the only thing. So she teaches people how to get on the media, like how to get on the news for the low or for free, right? So I was like, well, that's dope. Now, I've been on the news for free before, and she actually helped me one time. Now, what most of us do, we say, well, you know what? I'm going to teach that. Why I'm going to teach that? Let me plug my girl Stevie, right? Yeah, and I say, Stevie,
that's right.
Look, I'm going to make a commit. If I send you some people, just give me a little kickback.
That's it.
She said, of course. And from that, guess what? I didn't have to do nothing with it. I just introduced her to my people. They got started. I got a little kickback. I ain't really have to work for it. I could focus on do what I'm doing over here. And now we're building multiple streams and we're working together. And this is
That's
what
right.
I believe we've all supposed to been doing in the first place.
Exactly.
That's right.
You know
Girl,
Exactly.
we can end this
Remember,
interview
I
right
say that all the
here.
time.
Because you done did a whole church service right here. You know what I'm
Pastor,
You gotta work
Pastor
together, y'all. I mean, why
Yeah.
is it that we as Black individuals, I'll be real, why is it that we worrying about one person getting 2 steps ahead of us? Instead of us focusing on what we need to be doing in our business, we worried about what they doing over there. But then when somebody needs help, we can't help them out.
No.
Oh, if I give you
There's
information, you're gonna get too far ahead. But
There's
see, that shows that I'm doing what I need to be doing because I'm like you said, I'm elevating you.
Absolutely.
And that makes me feel good as a business owner. And that's what we need to be looking at is that we're in a service. We're supposed to be servicing. And why we don't want to do that half the time.
Right.
Why we don't want to service the people.
Especially in our community. I promise you, y'all.
Crazy
Y'all
part
go to
is-
other people, they be working together, getting that
Don't they though?
bag. Getting the bag.
They make collaborations happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That's what they do. We need to get in the spirit of collaboration, and we don't do that because if we even remotely think that somebody else is going to be 2 steps ahead, there it is. We sabotaging behind the scenes, and that's what drives me crazy.
And I've seen it happen several times. I'm
Oh,
being
yeah.
like and the unfortunate thing is, even no matter how much I talk about it, people still gonna do it. I got somebody I spoke at their conference recently, and I offered person some free giveaways, and I in my heart, I know they still ain't gave them giveaways to them people because of that lack mentality.
Right.
And it is what it is. Guess who they got to deal with? They got to deal with that. I don't got to deal with that. I did my part. But what I will tell you is God continues to grow my network. I will continue to lead by example. So if everybody else, they want to have that crab in the barrel mentality, that's on them. They can get left behind because they will get left behind. I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to the world that I'm in, I'm taking over. And so either you get on board. I'm being real arrogant now. But you got to get on board.
That's right.
Go get left behind because this whole mentality of us acting just like you said, like we can't share the information.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was on somebody training the other day. They was using all my sayings. She didn't know I was gonna be on the training. It wasn't the other day. It was like last year, but she was gonna be. And so she was like, "Oh, it's Taurea, right?" And she was using literally everything I said. I don't care.
No,
I ain't tripping, girl. Go do what you do.
Clearly it worked.
Impact.
Hey, you know what she's doing?
I'm taking credit.
Thank you.
Clearly it worked.
Thank you. And she loving you because she's doing everything that
that's right.
She and I had to say it's almost like having, a person that you train to take over your position, apprentice. And a lot of people see you in that light is that I would love to be like her, not her, but I want to have the same drive, the same ambition.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like I want her to pour all that on me. Like whatever she got, can she just love on me a little bit? Cause just give me what you got, know? And I mean, it's funny, but it's like, if I call you up like, girl, can you just help a sister out? Cause I want to get to where you are. So what do I need to do? And a lot of us be so scared to do that because we think, oh, I'm sliding up in her DM. Can we talk?
Now, let me just say something, because before people start sliding my DMs, you do need to be a respecter of people's times.
Absolutely.
I've spent a lot of money to get to where I am today. So if you don't come correct with, and I'm not saying it always has to be an investment, but how can we equally gain value in this? Because a lot of us,
reciprocity.
Yes, I believe in giving because I do tons of free training.
Right.
I've got so many videos on YouTube. People won't even take time to go look, but then want to do coffee to pick my brain. Did you look at the free videos first? Did you look at the free training first? Because a lot of times you can get what you need there to make an educated decision. So we also need to teach people how to earn that time, because some of us, we might not be able to afford to spend on their products, but maybe you have a skill set somewhere else where you can actually offer in exchange of learning. And I'm gonna tell you this, in our community, I never ever get that. Very rarely do I get someone that's like, hey, look, I can't afford to be in your program, but I know how to do this. This is what it costs. Is there a way that I can do that in exchange to learn what you have? Now, guess what? We're both winning.
Yes.
We're both winning. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it sure does. That's a good nugget right there.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
great nugget because a lot of us don't think we can trade. It's like tit for tat.
Yeah.
I got something that you can benefit from, and you got something that I need, and it's an exchange. So I mean,
Absolutely.
that's
the
a great
thing
way of
is,
looking at it like that. in business.
exactly. But here's the thing, and I mentioned this before. Don't put value on what they didn't work for. So it's not as easy to say you're just gonna slide in and you just gonna get all my nuggets
Oh.
and there's not gonna be an exchange.
Right.
There's gonna have to be an exchange because in order for you to see it as valuable and then have a respect for what I do and what I bring to the table, there has to be an exchange. So
Mhm.
that you understand what my hard work did, you will. What are you looking to invest?
Yeah.
What are we going to exchange so that you understand and I understand? And like you said, maybe you can't pay for it, but what we bring in, because it has to be mutually
Mhm.
Beneficial.
you know,
You
beautiful.
know it.
Cup of coffee is
Yeah.
not mutual.
No,
No.
And you no, it ain't.
Hey,
No, it ain't.
Let me
It
get
ain't
you a cup of
beneficial.
coffee.
No, I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Let's go chat it up. Girl, I'll give you girl, I'll make it. I'll get you the biggest one.
What? And you can and
That
ain't
double espresso, frappuccino.
no with the light whip, it ain't gonna be none of it.
Girl, come on, let's go out. Come on, I'll buy you dinner.
You ain't even offer me no wine. You trying to give me some damn.
That's what I was
You know,
gonna
I
say.
like my Jesus juice now. Listen.
Come on, you ain't saying nothing. I'm here. I'm with girl. You don't even know how I'm in the vibe, right here. I'm in the vein.
Look, I'm telling you, because I'm telling you, I just like I said, I want us Black women to be able to know that we can work together.
We can.
We really, really can. And I hate it so much. I hear it so much all the time that we can't work together. And some people have experienced it, some people haven't. And then I've experienced some that truly have. And they're like, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
I ain't working with no more women. I'm sorry. Because, I give more than she gives. And, all that back and forth. And, she ain't trying to split the money.
Yeah. Well,
50,
you know what the challenge? You know why that messes up? You know why we have challenges with that? And this is another thing. Just because it didn't work out the first time, don't mean you should give up.
Yeah.
How many times does a baby fall on their butts before they finally learn how to walk without falling? Right. What if a baby said, "Oh, I tried that twice. I ain't doing it."
Yeah.
Dude, I'm still falling. I'm 40.
Right? Right. I'm still falling. Now,
I'm still following up.
This is the thing, y'all. When we partner up with people, and see, I've done this so many times where I've worked with different people, I've brought people on board, and a lot of people say, well, it didn't work out the first time, so you know what happened? I'm just learning. We're all growing. It doesn't mean you give up. It just means now you have a better understanding of what you expect. And where we mess up as women, because we're like, girl, I feel your energy, girl. We need to do something together, honey.
Yep.
Let's pull something together. And we assume because we connected that we both think the same way. No. This is business. We need to set expectations and do not be afraid to say, like I said, I was looking for some publishers, right? Book publishers and book coaches. And I wanted them in different genres. If you are in the same genre as another person, then you couldn't do it. I set an expectation. I said, you cannot cross over. And that has to be the only, I'm setting the expectation so that when we get into business, there is no confusion. I'm also expecting you to bring value, bringing people, bringing clients as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the things. Like, we were like, I ain't doing it with her no more because she ain't even do that. I done did that before too. And guess what? When I think about it, we never sat down and said, okay, you're responsible for this many people. I'm responsible. And if we do not get this many, if you don't get this many people, this is what you need to do. And if you don't get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we never do that. We just be like, oh, you my girl. Let's work. No. Stop. Y'all, you gotta
and then when it don't work, but then when it don't work out, you in your feelings.
And then you emotional at that. Now we bringing emotions into where they don't belong.
Slander my name.
It's like, look, it didn't work, boo. I still like you as a person. I just can't work with you. And that's how it is. We still can chat, we can talk, we can kick it. We just can't work together. Okay,
but you know that she emotional, so she gonna run your name in the dirt to
She ready to say, you know that chick talking about you.
You gonna hear about it through. You gonna hear through the air. You gonna hear, yes, girl. She talk about you like a dog, girl.
Dog town, because we be emotional. We don't really be doing things by strategy. Everything we do is connected to emotions. And I get it. We gotta grow up. Like, we really have to grow up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
I always want to know what is a person's motivation. You either got good motivation or bad motivation, but either way, no one does anything without a motivating factor.
Amen.
When you and I meet, I want to know, so what are you looking to do? I think the conversation, and I think sometimes, like you said, we jump off on this, girl, I feel your energy, but slow down, Trigger. What has to happen is that, slow down. So let's have a conversation, because I'm HR, so I like to interview folks. So I'm like, so tell me, what is it that you're looking to do in the next 2 to 3 years? What's your goal? I need to know. It's almost like relationship boo. We gonna be a power couple? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? I need to know, how are we gonna start from right here and we're gonna grow. So it's not we just did it on a whim. It's a conversation, it's a contract, this is what my expectations are going in. This is how we gonna move forward. We gonna revisit this in about 3 months. If this ain't vibing, this is a contract. Because understand, before the problem even exists, you already need to have a solution.
I know
How we
that's
coming
right.
out of here?
That part.
How we gonna come out?
HR.
Huh?
I said, come on, HR.
Yes.
I don't play with folks in my office. I'm like, so in 3 months, what we doing? Because if this is not working, I already have a solution waiting. So if it doesn't, now if this works out, then we can push forward. But I really do think as women, we negate the conversation. We have to be able to discuss where we're going, because you don't want to leave room for down the road. I didn't even know you wanted that. No, because we don't set the expectation. We move in emotion, and that's not good business. We can't move in emotion in business.
We don't set the expectation or the boundary.
At all.
We ain't gonna go there tonight.
The boundaries.
And can I say, that's why a lot of times, and I know y'all might say something when I say this. This is why I don't believe in only doing stuff with just only women.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to bring a man in, bring a different perspective.
Yes.
And so, because let's just be real, God made us the way we are. So we are this way. And so sometimes it takes someone that can be on the outside in, that's like, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would just even say that, I know as women, we want to have women coaches and women, all this, but I have primarily all my coaches have been men.
Yeah.
Men move
and they have helped me to think in a certain way. Now, to learn how to have that femininity, which we still must also, like, we're going to dig down deep tonight. Let's dig down deep. So then the next challenge is if you are coached by a whole lot of men, you also still have to possess the femininity, because you can't talk like men talk. Otherwise, they're going to call you you know what they're going to call you. And so you got to learn how to mix that. Now, I'm still extra aggressive, and I know I know that this is just who I am.
Right.
But I still know how to accentuate the femininity when I need to. And this, I don't know if we even digging down deep into this, but this is important that we understand this when it comes to business. We got to be able to have a balance. And if we just around a whole lot of women, what is it that we have? Women have testosterone is men, and women have what?
Estrogen.
A whole lot of estrogen gonna create a whole lot of emotion.
What?
So we gotta bring that mixture in. So I just wanted to encourage that, because I know a lot of times, as women, we want to do a whole women only stuff, and which we should.
Right.
We are creative thinkers, and we're grinders, but you still want to be able to have that different perspective to help.
And then
you out.
we're emotional.
I love that.
Help us come out of our feelings, because
That's
we
the
tend
balance.
to do everything and every decision on a feeling. And I find that men help. Hey, you know what? I think you're looking at this all wrong. I'm not certain if that was the intent. I know you're in your feelings, but I need you to come out. You know what I mean? I need you to back it up. And so now I tend to like a little balance like that. So I feel you, because we women, we get emotional real quick, and we'll make bad decisions when we're in that emotion.
Oh God, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We do the cut, like you said, the delete and the cut off. We'll cut
stuff we can't come back from.
Yes.
We don't sit down and have a conversation. We don't want to, like, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, my mom, she said to me one day, because when I need to have that good conversation, I need to get something from the Lord, I call my mama.
Yeah.
Right? And she only gonna give me scripture. Sometimes I'll be like, sis. I said, sis, why you giving me all this shit? And she'd be like, because I want you to. But she gave me this scripture. I can't remember what it was, but it was really saying in the most profound way, get out your feelings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she always tells me, you can tell the disposition of somebody by what feelings they in, how they gonna move, if they gonna make a bad decision. She said you really can tell by how they move in their feelings, basically.
Right.
And sometimes we don't stop and say, well, how did I contribute to the delinquency of this situation? Right?
Oh no, that we're not gonna do that. Most women ain't gonna do
Ain't
that.
my fault. It ain't that my
No, it's
fault.
your fault. Your fault.
We're not gonna look in the mirror.
No, what you talking about? No, it ain't going down like that. What woman you know gonna say, "Girl, I'm sorry. That was my mistake. It was my fault. Please forgive me."
We have to learn how to do that.
Hey, well, you
We
one in
have
a
to
million,
learn.
boo.
Yes.
I'm telling
Yes.
you.
You tell
that.
Because I mean, seriously. Some
Y'all know
people
how to
don't
do
want to
it.
look down. They don't want to admit they're wrong, or I did you wrong, girl, or I took from you when I knew I was wrong. Especially when other people tell you was in the wrong, you still don't want to accept that you was wrong.
Nah,
Because that's a you thing, right? We try to
That's
make
correct.
everything a them thing
Absolutely.
instead of saying, how in the world did I screw up? But people don't realize, like, that's some real growth when you can look in the mirror and say, you know you messed up, right?
Yeah.
Or like dude did on Menace to Society. You know you effed up, right? like you done really messed up. We not trying to do that, but we can. I think sometimes with people we just don't want to.
Yeah, but
People
that
do what they want to do. People make the decisions they want to make, and I think sometimes we just don't want to. We don't want to.
That taps into a lot of our egos as well, and
absolutely.
the way that we've been brought up, especially if we're talking about Black women. I mean, we fight the hardest, right? Yeah. And we fight so hard to get to where we are that we're afraid of if I take so many times, even with my organizations, what I've had to learn how to do with my companies and my employees and things like that, I have to take responsibility even if they do something wrong.
Right.
Because in some way, shape, form, or another, there was something that I did that there was a disconnect where they didn't do it right. Because I don't think that they would purposefully do anything wrong.
Right.
They're not trying to do wrong. But the challenge is when you think about us, like, I don't want to be seen as wrong, because if I did something wrong, it may discredit who I've worked so hard to become.
Yes.
So I ain't do nothing wrong. I didn't make no mistake. But the truth is that sometimes, but first of all, who cares? Like, I've learned, like, if somebody do think I did something wrong and I messed up, it is what it is. Yeah. They was going to complain regardless, or they was going to, do what they was going to do. We spend so much time focusing on the people who don't matter. Yeah. And so, that's a lot of emotional intelligence that is required. And again, going back to where we have had to fight so hard to get to this place, it's sometimes this is all that we have left as we think is the emotions that we have right now. Right. But we got to learn how to separate. That's true. We definitely got to grow.
That's got to grow. And I think that's the growing process as us as women. We have to grow if you're wanting to grow, if you're wanting to be better. And that's where it really boils down to, are you trying to be better? And it's a reflection in your business too. Yeah. People don't think that your personal or who you are as a woman doesn't flow into your business, but it does. It does show up. I mean, it may not show up today, but it will show up. And then you have to think about, I have to want to be better for my business to be better. I want to be a better individual, and I want people to see me that way. Right. I don't want people thinking I'm a butthole all the time, but she's arrogant, or she's snooty, or she's hard to work with. She's not a good listener. She doesn't understand. And it's one thing to hear from one person, but when you hear it from multiple people, and it's the same song and dance, then you need to really look at self. Mm-hmm. Right. And I think that's what we have to, like I said, Sean said, you got to look at the person in the mirror and say, hey, wake up, open up your eyes and see you need to make some changes. But I think it's the thing about it is that with you make it so easy for people to gravitate towards you because your personality, how you present yourself is where a lot of people have that huge initial takeaway. It's like, dang, I really get where she's coming from. And I like the fact you said about go look at my YouTube videos. Yeah. I got tons of them out there.
That's what I'm saying.
One of them gonna answer your question.
Right.
You need some help. Right. But if one of them don't answer your question, you can't find something, then look me up. You know,
But 9
hey,
times out of 10, it's in there, and they gotta do the work. Because that's the way that's my takeaway. You know, it's easy, but you absolutely have to do the work, because it's almost kind of like a Jesus conversation. You praying every night, Lord, when you gonna deliver me? And the Lord said, now hold on. And you say, Lord, it feels like you not answering me. The Lord said, now I answered that prayer about 5 months ago. Why we still have
Why are we still on the same? You
Why
just
we
ain't getting the
still-
word.
And in
But
your
I can't see it. I can't see it, God.
I
You
can't
say
see it.
faith. Faith is not meant to be seen, though. And that's the problem with us, right? So we believe that he gonna do it, but we ain't did what we supposed to do. I don't know what be wrong with people. And also, can we add this too? Can we add this too? Because I get so many emails of people talking about I ain't got no money though, Taurea. I don't have no money. You know what's funny? I literally have a training, y'all, that
Right.
teaches people how to make money. Stevie, tell them how much money you done made, girl, on that training. Free training. But
Yeah,
it's
$1,000 a day.
surprising to me how many people will email me and say, but I ain't got no money. It's like we want to stay victims.
Come on.
God.
I'm not even
Oh
just
my
talking about in the
God.
money. Y'all know people, they always sick. They want to be sick. It used to be this one lady. I mean, she would come up with catastrophic stuff, y'all. Like, listen. I don't even want to say it because it's gonna seem like I'm not being sensitive. But it would be like stuff that you'd be like, no, wait a minute now. You just had wait a minute, just okay. And I used to tell her, I say, you gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want somebody to, because I'm the wrong one. Like, don't call me thinking I'm supposed to give you sympathy, because I feel that if God is putting you through that,
Yeah.
it's a purpose.
You better know
Yes,
it.
I'm going to be empathetic towards your situation because I get it.
Yeah.
But don't call me because you want me to like cry with you about your. No, we need to look at this and say, God, why are you putting me through this? What is the lesson to learn so that I can help other people?
That's right.
And when you look at it in that way, it makes you more motivated to push through. But we victims. We the queen of the victims, y'all. We ain't got no money. We ain't got no man. We ain't got no health. I mean, Lord. And y'all just
got too many ain't got.
Please don't email me.
You just broke down. That's what it is. We broke down. And we want to play the sympathy card. And I want somebody to feel sorry for me because I can't afford your services. So
I used to donate plasma twice a week. $20. What are we talking about here? I was with you. I've been broke. I'd take my dollar, go get my ramen noodles. That would feed me for the week.
You better say that thing. You better say that. Ain't nobody sleeping on that.
Come on.
I ain't talking about a place I ain't never been.
Thank you.
I never played a victim though. I would never. How disrespectful is it to reach out to someone who has what you desire and you start off talking about what you ain't got?
Come on.
It's finding a solution. Exactly. We got to learn how to find the solution. Listen. Yep. Do you have some? Because maybe I'm I just can't do it.
We gotta be you get tired of hearing it. You get tired of hearing it over and over and over again. And nobody got no money. Everybody looking for a hookup. I'm tired of hearing it. And you just gotta figure it out. Like you say, you praying to God and asking for an answer. He done already sent you one. You don't want to do nothing about it. So you keep praying that same prayer. You keep wondering why he ain't listening. He already, like you said, Leslie, he already answered you. He already told you. And he's going to give you what you need. And don't get me wrong, y'all. A lot of people say, well, I got to get that check, girl. When I get that money, that stimulus check, what I'm going to do with it?
Blow it.
That's what they going to do. You right.
I had somebody tell me, girl, I'm about to give me a coach for my stimulus check.
You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Oh, but get another TV. When you got 2 TVs in the house, it's just you by yourself. You can only watch one TV at a time. I remember back in the day, we was so broke. My mama had one of them little portable TVs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You can walk around with it.
Yep.
The antennas. That's what y'all really need to be getting. Listen, I ain't opposed to you having a TV because sometimes you got to watch, you got to sit down and relax. But if you can't afford to invest into yourself, get rid of one of them TVs, get rid of them both, and get you a small one that you can walk around every room in with your TV.
It's called sacrifice, and that's what I said about investment. If you're not willing to make the sacrifice to get to where I am, there's no pity parties. I don't do enabling. That's not my thing. You got the wrong one. And it's called tough love. I'm willing to give you a roadmap, tell you exactly how to do it. And if I come back to you a month later and we still singing that same song, don't you trip when I walk away. Because see, we already had this conversation. People say that's harsh. I call it tough love.
Yep.
And the key word there is love. You can't hold hands. Not in this society when everything is there at your access. You can go to school for literally nothing. You can get in any school around the corner. You have to make the necessary steps to make it happen. And I don't believe in holding people's hands. I don't do that.
No.
You gotta be hard. I'm sorry, you gotta get that thick.
You gotta
skin.
come
You
with
gotta
it.
stop the crying. We ain't crying here. You know, I'm
Exactly.
sorry.
You better go cry. You better go cry in your prayer closet and then come back ready for war.
Look, come on now.
You understand what I'm saying?
Look,
And
And
you
if you ain't got
go
no
to
prayer closet, you
you
better
better
get
say
one.
that thing
To a
tonight.
prayer corner.
Come on.
You better get you something, but you
Get
need to
you
come back
something.
ready for war because we ain't got enough time for all of that. Let me tell you something. Everything we go through, there is a purpose in it. But the
Say it.
more that you dwell upon what you going through, you could never get through. So that's why I be
Woo!
like, oh, when something happens to me, people be thinking I'm crazy. I be like, listen, this is a good something. I'm
Woo!
not to be a major testimony because I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna
That's
keep
right.
on pushing. I'm gonna keep on going forward. And whatever I gotta do it. But I'm not gonna dwell in this. And I don't want nobody to feel bad for me because this ain't about me. This is for me to help other people. I know
right.
that's what it's for.
It's a ministry in and of
Absolutely.
itself. It's business,
That's right.
but it really is a ministry because everything that you do and everything that you offer, if anyone on this live had any sense whatsoever, if they're not already in the vein itself, this should motivate them to say, it's time for me to take it to the next level. There are no more excuses.
That's it.
These women, and again, every great person I know, there's not one that can tell me that oh girl, I just slid through. I never had a problem nor an issue. No,
Absolutely.
some of us, we got a truckload, but it's those things that come to make us strong. And that's why it's not an option for someone to be in my presence talking negativity. I'm like, what? You still in the same spot you were last year?
Oh,
Hmm.
and then look,
we
and you gotta
grown?
call her out on it. Are
We
you
adults?
still doing the same thing you
we
was doing a year
We
ago?
adults.
Yes.
Right.
You
We
still-
adults. You still
Adults.
talking about what happened to you? We adults.
Yeah, that's what
Adult.
And we're human.
Adult.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
as cute as my dog is, he
Yeah.
will always be a dog.
Yes.
He can never change his identity. As humans, we can be whoever.
We want to
Yeah.
be.
How you gonna tell me as a woman or man of God that he's gonna make this person over here who talk crazy, who don't seem to have no kind of intellect, who get on the mic, say whatever they want to say, and become a multi-millionaire
Right.
in this world, but we can't even get off our own butts to just make a couple thousand.
Come
Ain't
on.
no way we serve a God like that.
Come on.
Ain't no
No,
way.
that's what I'm saying.
Ain't no way.
My pastor
That's why
said,
millionaires
"Don't let
check
the
you
blind
sometimes.
man tell you what you see." No blind man. If you've been laying blind and dormant and maimed for years, surely this can't be your mentor.
God.
My mentor need to be my mentor need to be the person that's my model, my roadmap. It needs to be the
Yes.
look. This is my roadmap for how I need to get to where I need to be. You better. Some of y'all better watch them mentors y'all got. If your mentor
Oh, no, she didn't. No,
You
she
need to
didn't.
That's good though. That's good.
But she's standing
People
tonight
don't have
for it.
Pull them
mentors.
cards
Though.
and call a spade
Huh?
a spade.
Most people don't got mentors. Most people don't even have coaches. Y'all invest like a lot of people be investing into like
I
coaching
do.
programs and mentorship or whatever. Or if you don't follow the instruct. So for example, if you don't like, I remember I used to use this analogy. Like when I was in network marketing, I had this coach and he would call me. God rest his soul, he passed away, but he would call me at any hour, right? And he'd be like, Taurea, do this, this, and this. And I used to say, I trust him so much as a coach. And if he tells me, Taurea, get up, turn 90 degrees to the left, and run full speed. Now, if I was to do that right now, because I'm looking with my physical eye, I'm going to see there's a window right there.
Right.
And I'm going to say, but coach, it's a window. As soon as I say, but coach, and I do not do what my coach has said, that's not my coach. I'm looking with my physical eye. There's no need for a coach if you're not going to listen to what your coach says. So your coach leads you in a way in places that you can't see.
That's right.
Does this make sense?
Yes.
And so people be saying this is why when people be calling me their coach and they still don't be having no money, I'll be like, you better stop telling people I'm your coach because you ain't following my coaching. Because ain't no way if you follow. So Stevie said earlier, she said she done pre-sold 71 copies. She got 3 sponsors at $397. She made over close to 3,000 or something like that with her book. She's coached by Taurea Avant. I said that's a student right there. But when somebody be like, that's my coach, and they're not following the instructions, you're not being coached. There's a difference between having someone that just gives you advice and someone who truly coaches you.
That's right.
Most people are not ready for coaches. And a mentor is someone who is way deeper than a coach. I don't mentor nobody. So a lot of people say, can you be my mentor? Listen, God ain't called me to mentor nobody just yet. I'm working on, he's still working on me.
That's true. And
you understand what I'm saying? I'm a coach in one area. Mentors coach in all of the areas. They have a personal relationship and you don't just decide on what it is you're going to listen to. And so a lot of us don't really be getting coached out here. We think we got coaches and mentors, but we really don't. You just got people that you paying for advice and you're making a decision whether or not you want to follow.
Come on. Now that right there was the part I was trying to get to.
That's it. That's it.
Just paying for
it. You just got to be ready, y'all. And I think that's the thing about you got to be, I'm a bus shot tonight. You got to be intentional with everything you do. Intentional. That means I'm going to do it. I'm not going to question it. I'm going to do exactly as she told me to do, or he, depending on who coach you got. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to question it because I'm investing in you to give me the blueprint of what to do. So I need to just do it. If you call me up and say, Mary, I need you to do this, then I'm like, you may think it, don't say it. You better do it.
Do it.
Okay, and say it verbally. I want to hear you say it. I'm going to do it. That's it.
I promise you. Trevor called me almost every other week with something else I need to get. Taurea, right now, you need to go buy this right now. I'd be like, no, I know this is about to cost me $500. I promise you. He always has me doing certain things that stretches me.
Right.
But every single time, guess what happens? It turns out with the return.
Wow. That's it.
It turns out with the return. Just the other day, he got me buying something, a new software, and it's not even software I necessarily need now, but he's like, you need to get it right now. I do not question my coach. Right. My other coach, he said, you need to increase your program to this amount. I said, I'm a little nervous, but I'm not here to question them because this is why I'm investing the money that I'm investing to be coached.
That's right.
But we don't really be getting coached out here in these streets. We really just be kind of like deciding and picking and choosing what we want. Yeah. If you want a chocolate cake like grandma made, but you want to improvise on the chocolate that she told you, you're not going to have the chocolate cake that grandma used to make.
That's right. You're changing the recipe.
And it's going to be
supposed to be changing the recipe. That's your recipe. I want your recipe. Yeah, tell me, girl, give me your recipe.
Come on.
We be trying to, y'all know we be doing it, modifying and tweaking and changing. You can't be doing that with nobody.
Look. 2/3.
I'm telling you what to do. Are you the coach or am I the coach?
Right. Who's coaching here? Who's coaching here? What are we doing?
Coach, that's your friend. See, that's your
girlfriend, right?
And then you need to set the boundary. We ain't doing that. That's when the boundary line come up.
Right.
You don't play.
When I realize somebody is not really ready to be coached, I just let them do whatever they want to do. And so, like, sometimes people, first of all, whenever you get on a call with your coach, you should be doing less talking than them. So a lot of times people get up there just, and guess what I do? Just let them talk. I'm like, well, I guess they paying me to talk.
Yes.
So let them go.
Either way it go, you're going to cha-ching at the end of all of this thing.
And just don't call me your coach. Just don't call me your coach. And I'm going to tell them, don't call me your coach.
Nope.
You're not
until you're ready and you're more disciplined.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever turned somebody away and just said, I don't want your money?
Well, I have done that before, but I've also refunded people their money as well. Okay. So I've turned people away and I've also refunded because sometimes people will put on a good show. Yeah. Like I got somebody right now, she about to get refunded her money because she's not been doing what she's supposed to do. And I don't want the headache.
Okay. That's wasting your time.
A headache.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mention somebody else could be paying and getting that time who gonna do the work.
Yeah. I want them
then they can call you their coach.
results. I need them receipts. You know what I'm saying? I want people that's producing results because that helps us all to have more value, darling. And so, yeah, I have turned away. And but you know what? It's funny. Like the more that I've been doing this now, I haven't because I'm myself. So most of the time, by the time someone gets on the phone with me, it's like I don't even know how to explain it. Like by the time someone gets on the phone with me, I generally don't always have to turn them away because they know my personality. They know I don't play. And so like if they realize they be like, oh, she don't play, they'll cancel already. They'll like cancel the appointment. But most people that's on the phone, they like already know I don't play around. So I don't really have to do that as much anymore because I'm done with holding my tongue and I'm done with being the coach that tries to get the approval of everybody just so I can get some of your money. I don't want your money if you're not gonna do the work because that's a waste of time. Money is money. First of all, I don't live to make money. I live to impact the world. Money is something that it comes and it goes. You know, I always like to say this, ladies. We put money on a higher pedestal than we do our time. See, this time that we've been on this chit and chat, we can't get none of it back.
Nope.
But money recycles. But we put money on such a pedestal where we make it so powerful.
Right.
It's just money.
Yeah.
And so my thing is, I ain't out here doing this because I don't need a whole lot. You know, I don't.
Right.
And when my husband come, you know, he gonna be wealthy. And so I ain't, you know, listen, I'm good. I'm good, right? So the truth is I don't need you to come on board so I can get your money. Right. But what I do want is more numbers of people having those results. Right. I want more numbers of people that's saying, as a result of being part of this is what's in my life. That matters to me more than anything. You know what also matters to me when it is all said and done and God does call me home? I want to have the craziest funeral. I don't just want to have a couple of people remembering me. Right. I want it to be millions remembering me.
Right.
And so
and that's your legacy.
I know it sounds crazy, but that's how I feel.
And that's pretty much that's your legacy.
Though.
Yeah.
That's a legacy she wants to be known for. And I think that's phenomenal. We want to be known for that. And how many people she's impacted. And that's when people give those
die and people be like, well, you know, she could sing. You want people to say she changed my life every single day.
That part.
Yes, and be shedding tears about it.
There were times when, like you really want that. And if we're not really thinking in that manner, we should be.
Yes, we should.
Like, I mean,
even talking about Miss Tyson, when we was talking about before, it's not because, you know, how we were joking like she was, you know, at an age where it's like, okay, but it wasn't about that. It was about what she has done for the Black woman.
That's right.
That's why we were so connected and emotional about it. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's what we should be wanting. And see, that's because she was building a legacy. Regardless of the fact is that we all say we want to build a legacy. We want to leave something behind. Right. But at the same time, if you don't have any kids and things like that, you want to be remembered for what you did, the impression you left, the people you moved, the communities you've changed. Right. That's what you want to be remembered for. And people going to talk about you and everything. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the most amazing thing ever is you're making strides and you're making a difference and people can see it. Yeah. You know, and the thing about what you is you don't have to work as hard anymore at it. You know how you say in the beginning, I worked so hard. I had to kick out a lot of money in the beginning to get it going and get it started. But now people now come to me because they see who I am. They see what I can do. And then all of my students are now saying, this is what she's done for me. Mm-hmm. Right. You need to connect.
They on this post raving, okay? They are in these comments going bonkers.
All I'm saying is,
and I absolutely love it.
I just, you know, but y'all know what time it is, y'all. We can sit up and talk all night long, y'all.
I'm like, that's my girl.
And let's keep going.
By so quick.
Oh. I be hating it in my shows tonight. Y'all be hating it. I be like, golly, we gotta end it.
Oh, I'm just
this has been so live and full of effect.
I know.
Y'all gotta have me back. I just want to come back.
Yeah. You know,
part 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Part 2.
Part 2. That's how you gotta do that thing.
You know
what I'm saying? Like I say, y'all, it's the fact that we can just be who we are. You come in this room, you be yourself.
Right.
And we talk about any and everything, you know. So my thing is, I just think, and I'm so blessed that women come in, they become a part of the show, And we thank
Yeah.
everybody tonight. But before we go, you gotta let everybody know how they can reach you now.
Yes,
Absolutely.
indeed.
Absolutely. Well, listen, if you
How
are
slow, 'cause I gotta type.
interested in learn
She gonna type it in the comments.
if you are interested in learning how to write the right book, so even if you're already an author, okay, if you an author and you ain't making over $10,000 a month, okay, you need to hit your girl up.
But
That's
here's-
probably majority of most people.
Come on.
Okay. It's a bookin30days.com. That'll give you access to my masterclass. It'll connect you to everything that I do. So I always send people, I don't send people to multiple sites. It's a book in 30 days. And then for those of you who are interested in learning more about Urban CEO, if
Yes.
you just go to you can go to urbanceonetwork.com and plug in. We are always looking for professors. In fact, Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills, she's over the professors movement. So we're looking for, we call it professors, but we're looking for individuals that can come and educate on all types of stuff associated behind business, career, because let's just be real. We be quick to try to tear somebody down that work a job, but it's some of us that love our jobs, and it is a blessing.
That's true.
Don't
Right.
ever let nobody make you feel bad about working a job and being gainfully employed. I used to be in an
Right.
industry where we would try to make people feel bad and they would go quit
Right.
their jobs and be out here losing their homes. It's a blessing. So be
Thank you.
grateful.
Thank you.
Also, we talk about finances because we need to talk more about money as
Right.
well as wellness. So if you are in any of those spaces, make sure that you do go to our website. We have a lot of things coming up with Urban CEO as well. So a bookin30days.com or an urbanceonetwork.com.
I'm
See,
there.
look at that.
Yeah.
If
You
y'all
know,
missed these nuggets, y'all missed it. I'm sorry.
I'ma
I
do a
tell
whole
y'all
study.
be missing the live. If you don't get on this live, y'all, you missing out. You can watch that replay. I let you do that. You watch a replay. But I'm
Yep.
gonna tell you this: you need to get it when you can get it. When we do this thing at night, we chatting it up because a lot of times you get a lot of good information from all of our guests that come here. We thank you so much
Right.
for being with us tonight, taking out your time. Please,
Yeah.
y'all remember, whenever you're a guest
This
or
is
a
fun.
visitor, or you going on somebody's show, somebody's stage, whatever the case may be appreciative.
Yes.
I am so appreciative of
Thank you,
everybody that comes. I'm
Likewise.
telling you, y'all don't
And it's been
understand.
like fun.
Because these people could easily tell you, no, I'm not coming. No, I don't want to be there.
Oh,
But
Right.
they always are appreciative of everybody. It's going to be a part 2, y'all. We're going to get her again. We're going to get her
All
again.
right.
I'm coming back.
Yes.
Next time I'm gonna have my Jesus juice. Whoever got a problem with it,
Next
I'm just
time
gonna
we'll have
problem 'cause
communion.
I normally have wine, but I stopped and got me some Cane's child. So
Look, no, next time we're going to have communion, y'all. We're going to have
That's-
communion.
come on.
pass the
We're gonna
plates,
pray it through.
okay?
Listen,
We already passed the collection
we're
plate.
not drinking wine.
Like, you know, girl, I wish I had my little $10 I can throw up in the plate. I'm like,
You welcome,
That's what I'm
Stevie.
saying. You'll be on it all night long. We'll be staying laughing and cutting up. Don't play tonight, y'all. But I thank you all so much. I always remember you can catch us on Hindsight Radio Station 103.5 on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can hear us there as well as Pandora and iHeartRadio. And again, we thank you all for chatting it up with us tonight.
Thank
You all have a fabulous weekend and have a fabulous new week. And we'll see you here again next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
Taurea.
Thank you, ladies.
You're
We
Appreciate
enjoyed you.
welcome.
bye,
We
y'all.
enjoyed you.
Gosh, y'all are funny, man.
Oh, y'all.